This is like, what was it, your second favourite match? First favourite? What was it?
I think it might be my favourite. Look at that disgusting human. And his promos.
I know, we'll talk about that in a second.
People said he had no expressions. Like 3 months of this and that was it.
I know. The whole career. I remember watching that. So glad when The Rock came out.
Me too. Well done, Cole.
The Rock's the man.
You have no idea of the world you stepped into. That's why Chris Benoit had fully loaded.
What? Get it? Because they don't think
mate.
what we... Oh yeah, the attack. Look at this fucking psycho. Look at your leg. Brilliant. The Rock's a fucking... Imagine Cena getting hit with that. He'd poo on it.
Foley was great as commissioner.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit, you're going to be more concerned about beating the crap out of him than about gaining a victory. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make sure that the WWF title can change hands on a disqualification. If the Rock is disqualified,
I love Shane here. This little prick.
He's with him about 2 days.
I know, 2 days he was with him.
Check out.
Yeah. Gives me goosebumps, it's insane.
We've seen it loads of times.
Yeah, 100 times.
Right, I need analysis. Right. What?
By the way, that last image of Benoit
What?
with the blue light on it.
That's my
Brilliant.
reaction to that. What?
Oh, right, let me address a few things.
Address everything now.
Right. Oh, Benoit can't main event. Benoit's got no charisma.
No, they want him to main
No,
event.
but let me finish.
They,
No, but that's...
they
yeah, but
want
they-
him to
they-
main event.
Okay,
So
but they
that's the
don't understand.
mind-boggling
Okay,
thing.
they want him to main event, but they think he was right to main event as, you know, when Chris Benoit is for
Eugene
real.
Friend.
Yeah, they think it was good, his 04 run, when
Yeah.
he was saying, I'm for real, and they don't care about the storyline, they just think it's good because he
No,
did good
just
matches.
interject.
Yeah, but they think it's good because
I
he
just-
could do well in the ring.
Yeah, just pause a few seconds
Scummy.
and you carry on. But journalists are the ones who say he has no charisma, he has no facial expressions, can't do anything. I think we just saw in that leader, WWF for 3 months used him as the most disgusting heel, fucking putrid, despicable excuse for a human being, with loads of facial expressions and great promos. Don't you think that's how you should use him then? And then he put him with Shane McMahon, which is the most genius thing I've ever seen in my life. And then he just was a fucking disgusting human who is main eventing well. And anyone's... I don't understand.
And by the way,
no one mentions this run.
I
No
always-
one mentions
And
this
this is all
run
we mention.
in the world. And this is all we mention.
By the way,
And
just
it
want to
fucking...
say,
It pisses me off so much.
I know.
Benoit, he just wanted to be main event in 97 doing stupid babyface where he can't get over. Just on wrestling moves.
yeah.
Just a fuck off.
Benoit here, fucking freak of steroids. He
Yeah.
looks like an
But-
absolute machine.
But go over what you were
He
saying.
looks like the Terminator. Right, oh, Benoit, he can't main event, no facial expressions. As we've always said, every single wrestler who is a main, like, but for example,
How many expressions
for
he's
example,
got?
AJ Styles, right, just for example, you book people in the way that they can be booked to get over. And the reason that you want them to get over is because they have something special. They have that one thing special about them, which is what draws you in. For example, The Rock, charisma. AJ Styles, he's different. He's got that sort of legitimate sort of babyface underdog nature of him. And with Chris Benoit, it's a callous, cold, technical machine.
Yeah.
Who
And
can
then when
break
he
you
doesn't,
down.
then when he
Who
doesn't
will
show
break- who will
emotion,
break
it goes
you
with his
down.
character anyway.
And then,
This is how you
And
book.
what- how-
You
and-
use strengths. You don't do stuff which they don't do.
and what is Benoit good at?
Everyone in TNA's
Look,
character is what they don't do well. Every single character is what they don't do well. Even Bully Ray, he doesn't do a bully well. He doesn't even... Oh, he's so good at it, he's awful.
Yep.
He's horrendous.
Yep.
I'd rather Bully Ray
Look at that.
suck on my own dick.
By the way,
What was good about that feud?
What?
'Cause that's my favourite feud of all time. And
Nah,
this
it's
is
not.
my
This is like your second favourite.
What's my favourite?
Rock and Triple H.
No, it's Hogan Sting. It is. Just because... I heard people criticise that recently.
No, that's what they love to do.
No, it was Mark P actually. He said he'd watched every 97 pay-per-view and he was like, where's the Hogan Sting feud?
Sucker.
Anyway, look at this.
Yeah,
The
anyway.
commentary's mental.
Hang on, I need to finish my 3-point plan. Yeah, so Benoit, what is he good at? Callous-looking, technical, cold machine. So what do you book him as? That's what you book him as, and then he's able to actually portray that as his character, because that's how he works, that's how he moves, that's how he looks, that's how he gives his expressions. And the most stickle point of Benoit, the thing that gets people in the vice, is he's not that good on the mic. But when Benoit is playing that character,
He is.
he's excellent on the mic because it's so easy for him. Because he just talks about how he's technical, how he's mean, he's callous, he's cold, and he's going to take the Rock apart with a crossface.
I love doing the right squeeze.
Because that's his character. So his wrestlers come together with his promo, with his ring work, and with his look. And that's what you're always looking to do with all wrestlers. That's why The Rock here is so over. And people, and that's what people don't understand. Like Hulk Hogan, why did Hulk Hogan get over? Because all those things came together. Promo, ring work, look, expressions. All those things come together. That's when you're really getting over. And you have to find those main aspects of each wrestler, apply them to that person, and that's when they will get over. You don't make the Sting the Joker and a heel. Because he's heel, which is wrong. He looks like the Joker, which doesn't work, and that doesn't go with his ring work or his promos. So you've ruined. You've got like a weird puzzle. You've got a weird puzzle, and you've taken 3 bits away.
And another problem with
together.
it back here.
And Benoit here, all the bits are together.
Another
All the pieces
problem with
are
it
joined.
back
Do they
here
understand what I'm
is that-
saying now? I've tried to use an
Maybe.
analogy. I've tried to use an analogy of a puzzle where you've got like 4 or 5 bits and you need
Maybe.
to put them all together to make it join. It's like a circuit. You know when you're in science class? You know when you're in science classes at school and you have to make a little circuit to make the light come on? You need to put all the right bits together and then the light will come on. To make Benoit's light come on, callous, heel, technical, verbiage. Now the lights come on. AJ Styles, don't let him do a promo. Present him as something like Jesus. You make him always wear his hood.
babyface in matches.
Ultimate babyface, and you make every heel afraid of him because they know he's so phenomenal. They can't
Chris
really
Sabin.
stop him. So his light comes on. The Rock's light comes on. Like Hogan, he can do heel or face, but The Rock's light comes on where he's a charismatic underdog, but fucking pissed off babyface.
What was your
Rock's
one
light
for?
comes
What
on.
was your one for Sabin?
I can't go on for everyone.
Yeah, just do Sabin.
Sabin, always underdog, white meat babyface, always getting his ass kicked, but always also winning. And always usually trying to fight bigger guys. Sabin's light comes on. You don't make him a bandana wearing heel pulling around Velvet Sky.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So you've lost all parts of his circuit there. He's
Velvet
never getting
Sky
over.
in an abusive
Yeah,
relationship.
an abusive relationship. A man who she could beat up in her character.
Because he's got more achievements.
Yes, he's got more achievements and ability in the character because Sabin can't win a match.
This
So-
is big time.
And the most important component, because you don't forget, pay-per-view, and also I thought maybe they stopped pushing Benoit because this pay-per-view didn't do very well, and I looked up, fully loaded, a pay-per-view which no one would buy because it's a shitty little pay-per-view in between King of the Ring and SummerSlam. It did just as good as the others.
Fucking man.
Yeah, I'm just
One of
saying,
my
it's
favourite
not
events,
like,
yes.
but I'm just saying it's not like King of the Ring, it's not like SummerSlam, it's not like WrestleMania, it's not like Survivor Series, it's just a normal regular pay-per-view. This did just as many buys.
Yep. And they
It did like
used
a 1.16, so it was crazy.
they used Benoit in this character for about 3 months. They made Shane leave him,
Yeah, they made Shane leave him,
And
and they
then
made Benoit
go back to IC.
slowly lose his way, and then he turned into IC fodder for Jericho's comedy.
Yep.
Benoit,
Did you?
yeah, but Benoit's character here, look how he works. Right?
I'll tell you what it was. It was Benoit doesn't want to win the title on a disqualification, and then they are, and you believe it.
But this is what I've always tried to stress.
Remember
People
this.
don't understand. People never understand the very simple principle of it will never work. You will never get over if your character and your ring work
Don't go together.
don't go together.
Like everyone in ROH.
Exactly. That's
You
why
don't
no
have a
one
character
ever.
or
That's
ring
why
work.
even fans of ROH don't like it, and they don't know why. Like True Slayer, all he does is
And
watch
you know,
ROH, but
it's
he hates
also
it,
like
really.
it's when Doug supported the CM Punk storyline and didn't buy the product.
Yep.
I don't buy the product, but if it was still this product, I probably would.
Yeah. And they go, "Oh, I love that Nexus. I love CM
Yeah, but
Punk,"
you didn't
then
buy
you didn't
it.
buy it. And why didn't you?
True Slayer didn't buy
Because the
it.
circuit wasn't there.
You watched it all online, liking what Danielson was doing in the ring. By the way, is this one of your favourite matches?
Mm-hmm.
What was so
Top
good about
five.
the feud?
I'll tell you why.
Just a
Because what was really good about The Rock was, and it was expressed in Triple H angle, is where he's against the odds in a way, but also when he gets really pissed off. Because when he, like, at some points in his career, like, especially in his comeback, because they didn't book him that well, when The Rock's just being comedy, which is what you all think he is, which really angers me. Oh, The Rock ain't
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
The Rock was,
True Slayer,
the Rock
he
was
said
a
he
decent
oversold.
worker. Like, what was it?
Oversold.
Yeah, The Rock oversold. No, he didn't. I'll tell you who no one sells in ROH. Leave that.
I'll tell
Actually,
you-
what happens is they get a tiger bomb suplex on the neck off the apron, and then they get up after 1 minute, and they're actually hurt in real life, but they pretend they're not. I love Misawa. Well, he's dead thanks to you, True Slayer. You're responsible for Misawa's death. I love Misawa. Tiger suplex on his head. Dead now.
Do you remember that? What was that compilation? Top 10 German.
Top 10 German suplexes
On
in
the head.
AJPW, and every one was on the head.
Yeah.
And it's like, these men are going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so you see Benoit, how he's working.
Yeah.
Machine taking apart his opponent, and it goes in with the character he had. But then he had it for 3 months. We're not joking.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of his career, he was a babyface mid-carder.
By the way, he should have won it here.
Yeah, it was a babyface mid-carder for the rest of his career.
Yeah. Eugene, friends.
He was a weird mid-carder with Angle, and him and
And
Angle
then
were
the
getting to
wrestling magazines and journalists started saying he could never. His title reign was a failure because of his character. If he was this, it wouldn't have failed.
This is the only way Benoit can be main event.
Yep.
Benoit should always be a heel if he's a main eventer. He should be so. It's like some characters are so interesting because they're so different. This character, you believe he's so vile. It's so interesting to watch. This man is fucking vile and disgusting. He's a fucking little cunt. You want The Rock to teach him a fucking lesson. But he's so good he can hurt The Rock. And The Rock's so fucking angry. It's just such a good bit of drama.
Is this one of your favourite matches?
Yeah, top 5.
I don't know. What,
That's what I love though, I love drama. And this seemed, if this was just booked and it happened, you wouldn't have the same emotion. This seems like a legitimate, super heavyweight main event title match.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is the angle and it's so personal. Benoit's trying to humiliate The Rock and take his title, and The Rock's pissed off at Chris Benoit being fucking vile and disgusting, going around like he can do whatever he wants. Coming along, he's been in WWF for 6 months, and here he comes trying to cripple The Rock and taking his title. Who the fuck do you think you are, Benoit? I'm going to teach you a lesson. Benoit's so good. He's so cold. He's like a fucking Terminator.
Yeah.
Look at him taking apart The Rock. The Rock's selling like a fucking genius babyface.
Yeah.
Think I've seen himself. He lays like, oh,
Well, he didn't
Toss
sell his
pop.
he didn't sell his arm in the
Sucker.
Battle of the Rio match. Apparently,
sucker.
what an idiot!
The Rock's
Came back from real life surgery on his arm and didn't sell the arm.
Look
That's
at The Rock.
common.
The Rock's movement's
That's
incredible.
basic now.
How does he move so well? Look at him. Brilliant.
But why did True Slayer say he oversold?
Because he's a scumbag and he tried to act clever.
Yeah.
An idiot. You seen his hair? Cock. He looks really ill now. Have you seen him recently? I went on one of his videos recently. He looked ill.
That sounds like, it looks like Rick Mailed after his quad bike incident.
Yeah, he looked like Rick Mann after he found out that his bit in Chamber of Secrets got cut.
He's like Rick Mail in the new series of Bottom.
Oh.
But everything was right.
No. The Rock's character was perfect. Benoit's character was perfect. And these two characters have this amazing...
This is why it isn't hard, because you've got all these men who could do that sort of thing in
But
TNA.
what fascinates me though is...
Kurt Angle, James Storm is exactly this.
People will lie to you. People in the business will lie to you and say, yeah, but we're trying to go for kids.
Yeah.
I was
Your
10.
lowest audience figures are
No, but
kids.
wait a minute.
No, but
wait
it's
a
not.
minute. No, but let me just explain
been
something.
shown.
No, but let me just tell you something. When this happened, I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And
you wanted it more violent.
It is probably the second most invested I've ever been in a match which I've watched as it was actually happening. I was 10 years old and I've never been more invested than in any match apart from Rock Triple H at Backlash 2000. By coincidence, I don't think, just a couple of months before this, Genius Booker, who left just after SummerSlam and it went tits up. But I've never been more invested because it was so personal. It was the stakes were so high, and I knew The Rock was in danger of this vicious, callous cunt. It wasn't John Cena going around in board shorts going, "Oh, Del Rio, you're a mug, mate, way!" And then Del Rio going, "I may be a mug, but I will win." Hey. No, you're not going to win. There's no threat, there's no stakes, there's nothing. Just some twat in shorts, he's jacked up.
It was something like John Cena's won the world title more times than something. It was something really weird than... Oh, put together...
He's won the world title more times than Dave Meltzer's enjoyed a Hulk Hogan match.
But I think between him and Orton it's like 35 wins or something, I think.
Scum.
That's really weird.
Look at Benoit. I love the way they interact every single second. If you could, what I really like about professional wrestlers, and I mean the word professional is key there. What I really like about professional wrestlers, not pro wrestlers, what I really like about professional wrestlers is that whenever you look at them, any second you decide to look at them in that ring, their character's coming through. Like even then when Benoit was stomping a rock and he got pushed back by Hebner, it didn't look like just a bloke. It looked like that man, Chris Benoit. Yeah. See his character. Look how it's so good. Look how Benoit moves. Heel. Vicious. Yeah. And look at Rock. Ledge.
John Cena would feel bad about doing that.
I love how the Rock moves.
He wouldn't throw a drink on him.
The thing is, what is brilliant example, if you replaced both visuals with AKI Man, right, but they were doing the exact same movements, you'd be able to tell who they were.
Well, Cena you could tell, but for the wrong reason.
Yeah, only because you'd be able to tell his shoulders couldn't move because he's so jacked up.
And also he
was such a bad worker.
Yeah. My favourite thing about John Cena is when he applied a headlock on someone whilst he was on his knees.
My favourite bit about Cena is he still hasn't learned how to do an STF.
Yeah.
Cock.
Why
does someone have the balls to go, "Look, John, you're doing it wrong, mate"?
Brian, what's his name? Brian Alvarez done a rant on him recently, and he went, "I can't believe this guy still hasn't learned." He goes, after all these years, he can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's something like that.
He's not about the STO.
No, everything in general.
Yeah, he sucks. He can't sell. Have you ever seen Cena try and sell? He's so stoic. He's like a robot. He's awful.
But I don't get it.
Look at that body language for The Rock. Genius. How did he learn so quickly? Rock was in his early mid-20s.
Because he knows what he's doing.
29,
He's not just some bodybuilder who went into wrestling.
How old was he? 28, 29?
He was 27 here.
No.
He was, in 2000.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's younger than Shelley.
I know.
Brilliant.
Well, of course, because they wasted 10 years of Shelley.
Oh, The Rock's amazing. Look how he moves. It's so frustrating when you know that you could guess who they are within 1 second of watching them move. Brilliant. Immediate cover. Brilliant. That's great. Look at Benoit.
Joe, fucking Lord, unbelievable back here.
I love how it seems like such a proper fight. It really does. I love how Shane was with him. Shane, little cunt, isn't he? Perfect little piece of shit to go with Benoit. Two bastards.
I am not that vulgar term.
But you called a pussy. Look at him.
Shane was great.
Look at Benoit. I love steroids.
Yeah.
Steroids are great. Rock's on them, Benoit's on them. Yeah. Juiced. JR used to be great as well.
Yeah.
When JR was actually allowed to call wrestling like the matches mattered.
It is my favourite announce team, even though I love Tony Schiavone, Bobby Brain Heenan and Mike Donaty. This is my favourite announce team.
But it was also my worst.
Yeah, for today. But here is like phenomenal.
Look at Rock, Oh, this is when Rock fucking dumps him.
shot. Benoit got all tangled up in the second, third row. Well, I'll put him in cover. Let's see that. There's a count. And Benoit's going to throw her up. And it's again. I don't know exactly what. I don't know if Rock was going for a power bomb, but he just stepped. Oh, man. Hey, Rock was trying to hurt Benoit. He just let him go there. I think the both teams are going to try to hurt each other. That's been the theme of the night. They've had some casualties.
Look how bad cut angle and take was.
Yeah, and do you know why? By the way, it's just, I love going back to my childhood because it explains why I'm writing about wrestling. I thought Kurt Angle was the biggest loser ever, and when he won the belt, what happened? The ratings went down.
Yeah.
And it's no coincidence because you booked him like a fucking loser cunt.
Yeah.
And when you gave him the world title, he went, I don't believe this man, I don't care about this man, he can't win a match, I'm not paying to see him or watching him. The fucking chump. And Taker went, oh yeah, put him against me, I'll get him over. You might as well have raped him.
Yeah.
You might as well. Cunt. It was really horrible.
The ultimate last
Dirty
ride.
business.
He done it again, didn't he?
Yeah, and Taker made sure Angle beat him up earlier on in the night just to show that I can be hurt. Like that's why he's doing it, just because I let him. Go on, get your ass, boy.
Undertaker
wrestling's
versus Ric Flair's my favourite time.
Wrestling's great, isn't it?
This is on your head, man.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever explained it right. I have, but I know they don't understand it because I don't know what they want from wrestling. Because they want just matches that are really athletic. What the fuck? I don't understand that. Can someone explain that to me? Because I want drama. That's all I've ever wanted, and that's what entertainment is. And then that's why I get so angry when Vince Russo goes, you know, people, wrestling fans, it's drama. That's all it is.
You know that?
Yeah.
Look at Hebner, he's sweating bullets.
And people go, that's not a good match. If the match is full of drama, legitimate drama, not always I'm cheering
Like
because he kicked out of a
Ric Flair, a
tombstone.
superb match.
Yep. Not shitty drama where you cheer because you think you're meant to because he kicked out of a move like the tombstone 18 times in one match.
Yeah, this ain't right.
Drama from a struggle. That's actually what wrestling is. That's why Hogan was the man. That's why Rocky was the man. That's why Rocky the film is the man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just drama through the struggle and desire to win.
Oh, this audience better get ready for World
That's
War
it.
III.
That's summed it up. Drama through the desire and struggle to accomplish something. That's wrestling. And that also happens to be the backbone of every single piece of entertainment in film and television. So why don't you sit on that and think about that for a while? And that's why I get so angry.
Alvarez about to, he goes, these people have still not worked out what a good guy is and a bad guy is. The very first stories written on stone tablet. It's not rocket science.
Brilliant.
Genesis. There's a good guy, there's a bad guy.
See that by Benoit?
All it is every week is the heel running over the face. Stop that. Do you remember he's complaining about Todd Keeley? He goes, you know that commentator they had for a while?
Oh yeah.
He goes, you have Cole and
Can I just
Lawler,
quickly say, just to
and you
interject.
add JR. Great!
Can I just quickly interject?
Do you have Taz and Tenay, and you add Todd Keeley? Not great.
I was going to say, I feel sorry for him only because when it happened I went, well he'll be gone in 2 months.
Because
Why
he was
gives-
fucking
but-
god-awful.
No, but,
Oh yeah,
know,
going
but don't give
to
someone
Jesse
the-
Neal.
But don't give someone the lie.
Yeah, but they gave someone a lie.
No, but
go
don't
on.
make someone believe they're going to be in wrestling. I don't like
Go
that.
into who they
always
gave
do
a
it. They
lie.
always give people false hope.
Who did they give a lie?
Oh,
Very
Jesse Sorensen, they didn't pay for his medical bills. His mum had to go bankrupt. Dixie Carter said to his mum, when his mum went, I don't know what I'm going to do, the bills are piling up for my son. And then Dixie went, no, our son.
And Dixie
Funded.
promised him he'd have his job for life.
Job for life, and they'd take care of his bills. They didn't take care of his bills. He had a bill for 50 grand. His mum had to
And he was lying
go
in bed
bankrupt.
dead.
Lying in bed dead. And Dixie Carter was a weird woman. And he would
No,
have paid
Dixie
what,
Carter was an
$20 for that?
inhuman piece of
$20?
shit from Revelation.
$20 for that match with Zine Marion, do you reckon?
Dixie Carter was the woman who saves Damien at the end of Damien 2. Oh, he was always mine. That's what happened.
Yeah, so basically, it's drama.
Yeah.
It's drama through the struggle to win. Do they understand that? Because I'm just talking about the basic principles of
I think
entertainment.
Mark P does, but then he doesn't. He says it.
No, because Mark P will go,
Yeah, no, he
great
doesn't.
psychology, and that to him means
Working
arm,
on a body part. I don't-
nutter, complete freak.
Yeah, no, that's nutty, Mark. But what I always say about Mark is he'll say this all, and then he won't say it. He'll just review matches on Match Volley. Just like he believes in psychology and storytelling, yet he hates Hogan Rock. He says Hogan Rock's really bad. He says you look back at it today and it's god awful.
Can you tell that?
What? Yeah.
I want
What on moves?
I want everyone to just soak in The Rock's expressions when he loses. Everyone just observe The Rock, and this goes in with what we were saying about what wrestling is, and drama, and storylines, and storytelling, and the struggle. That's what a match is. That's why Hogan was the best. Oh no, it was shit. Well, I think if you look in the history books, Hogan's the most over wrestler in history. There's a reason.
Yeah, and we'll go into why it isn't Steve Austin in a minute.
What's your Rock?
Benoit should have won it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Because it's also scumbag scoundrel getting away.
Oh.
Cena would laugh. Cena would
no,
laugh.
do his smile. Brilliant.
Yeah, Cena would laugh about himself
Yeah,
losing
he'd
the
do his
belt.
smile. He'd do his smirk. And if you go, no, he wouldn't. Well, when Brock Lesnar returned and assaulted him and made him bleed, what did he do? He did his smirk because he doesn't.
And then when he
want
gets
to get over.
backstage, come here you, cocky. Yeah,
This is great, by the way.
yeah, like highway robbery. Like, why he should have won it. What were you doing at 10?
I'm legitimately on my knees in front of my TV.
But look how right that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Should he have won it? Should he have won it?
He should have won it at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, by SummerSlam he was gone.
Yeah. He did a weird 2 out of 3 falls with Jericho.
Yeah, based on mid-card.
Yeah. And he lost.
He was with Shane though, but that was it.
Yeah, but not really. Sheamus is with Blackman.
Ah. I wish Cactus Jack was GM.
Why did Foley forget how to work?
That's something I would have booked in TNA. I would have booked
Yeah, we always
Cactus,
said that, didn't we? When he won the
Cactus
belt.
Jack as Peter.
If you're going to make him win the belt.
But what they did was they gave Cactus Jack the belt, then on the next Impact he was immediately Mick Foley.
But also, by the way,
And immediately GM. But
yeah,
I would
on
have had
lockdown
Cactus
when he turned into
'cause it's
Cactus Jack, they
interesting, you have
JB announced him as Mick Foley, and the screen said Mick Foley.
Yeah. But if I was in like TNA and I suggested to him, like, we'd have the wrestlers go into like Cactus Jack's office. Why is that not
But
better than
also,
what you've
Russo
done?
here then go, that would be great, that would be
And then
hilarious.
he'd do mental
no,
things.
No,
He'd
not
do like
comedy.
he'd go, there's like, I'm not going to DQ this match. There's just so many things he could
I'll go,
do.
no, not comedy. Yeah, it'd be great. We had the comment. No, not comedy.
Make it a
For the
fucking,
tweenies, no.
make him like be a mental GM.
What's because it's
And
about.
this is Cactus, so he could do things like this.
And then, yeah, but you give them what we were talking about earlier about making them whole circus. You give them their characters, and then it's so easy for them to act them.
Yep.
Like look at Benoit and Rock acting their true characters.
The ultimate example of that is Chris Daniels. But you don't know, no
What?
point in explaining Daniels.
Oh, this was drama, man. This was drama. Look at this. Both talking shit.
loads of expressions.
Look how pissed off he is. Look at Rock, he knows.
And then when Mick did have comedy segments as GM, they were at good times, like
Yeah.
on Sunday Night Heat with Edge and Christian. How am I supposed to lose £1 an hour?
Oh, wait,
There are ways, my friends.
here we go.
I'll tell you about another guy who had dreams of gold. Olympic gold.
Okay.
Kurt
Go
Angle.
Benoit, go on Benoit.
There's
Yeah.
this suit that got in there.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Drama.
But it's so
Desperate men.
no, but you don't realise how easy it is. You don't realise that. I think you think it's a bit hard.
No, it's just,
It's so easy
What
to
we've
put
said.
TNA in like this. It's shocking.
think how this
But
is.
they don't think. They don't want it. They want new wrestling. They don't. They want to create. They don't even. I don't know what they want. They want a new style of wrestling, and you can't get it.
I love how it's so.
I need a new
everything-
style of boxing. You're not going to get it. It's impossible.
Everything and anything for the win. Look at this.
We've got to change how wrestling presented. You're not though. You're going back to '96. Every week, Mr. Anderson ended X's and A's. I can't believe he ended X's and A's. What was the point? Who got over? Every single massive stable in TNA.
Look at oh yeah, watch how The Rock sells it with his arm shaking.
Every single massive stable in TNA has always broken up from the people in the stable feuding.
No wait though.
Who got over?
Let's watch this.
You waste of time.
This is great.
Oh, I'm annoyed.
No, I'm watching this. Look at him selling it. Look how babyface that is.
Look at
Desperate.
Benoit's arms.
Everything and anything for the win. Yeah, but this is drama. This is what it is. You watch wrestling today, you never get this because no one cares about the wins.
And they don't pull back.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
The wrestlers don't
No,
pull
let
back
me
on the
finish.
holds.
No one cares
The
about
main
the
wrestler in
No,
this
let me
industry
finish.
doesn't pull back on
No,
his
fuck
holds.
you. Right?
Maybe
Look
when
at
he
that.
turns heel, he'll
Look at
pull
that
back
sell.
on his holds
Look
as
at
a
that
heel,
selling.
as a heel manoeuvre.
Look at the selling.
Silly tosser.
Look at that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But let me say this. Why do you care if they want to win? Because that's the whole point, they're there. If you're watching Lord of the Rings, no one gives a shit where the ring is.
This.
The whole show's finished.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. Evil.
But why do people... But he does well as this character. But they didn't keep it. And then they said he can't do promos, he can't be champ. Because he can only be booked as Eugene Face.
What's selling by The Rock? He didn't get out like an arrogant bastard, did he? Start taunting like Cena would. Sucker. What a wrestler. What a wrestler. What a pro. 27 he was as well, bless him. Look at him. Benoit's done damage.
Yeah.
They never would again.
Think how bad the Rock's matches we've seen were compared to that.
Trash. Weird.
No
That's weird.
emotion.
That's what we've said for a long time. Wrestling is really weird now. The matches aren't
they're not,
fights.
no, they're no emotion move fest.
Yeah, they're really weird. They're not
Because
fights.
of wrestlers like CM Punk
Yep,
and
exactly.
Bryan Danielson.
Polluting the business. Because they watch Benoit. They think they're Benoit.
Yeah.
They watch Benoit growing up and they think, I'm like Benoit, I do his moves. Are you off your noggin? Are you that arrogant? Are you that arrogant? Seriously though, why are they so
Besides you,
stupid?
don't they?
Yeah, but why is everyone so thick?
I don't know.
I don't get it, they're really stupid, they're really thick.
Yeah.
Gets me really annoyed.
No, you haven't, JR.
Yeah, bless him.
He obviously thought, right, of course he got a rematch to SummerSlam, that'll get a buy considering this one. And they went, nope, Triple H.